Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Woodzman Adventures. I'm Frank, and I am so excited today to do an open box video of the Magellan TRX7 CS Pro. This is the brand new model from Magellan. As you may know, if you've been into this, is they had the Magellan TRX7, and then they come out with the TRX7 CS, which had a camera and stuff on it. Then they came out with a TR7 and a TR5. I am so excited to do this. It's brand new, just come out. I mean, this is the first one out there, and I want to do an open box, and then later on I'll do some videos of showing it in action and the setup and all the features on the screen itself. But right now we're going to do an unboxing so and tell you a little bit about it. This model comes with everything. It comes with the mount, which is a ram mount suction cup. It also comes with the ram mount ball for a handlebar on a motorcycle. So you are covered for mounting options on this. It also does have the turn-by-turn street navigation. It is waterproof, dust-proof, drop and shock resistant. So the housing is extremely tough. It has a high-res 10M 2D topo and 3D base map of the United States and Canada, of course with free updates. So it does the recordings, you know, on the screen you can do the video recording with the optional gauges overlay and the time-lapse modes for adventure videos. It has, of course, the built-in 8 megapixel camera, instant video playback, auto start recording when approaching trails. So you can set this in the settings so when you get to the trail that you have in, you do the street navigation to it. When you get to the trail and start, it automatically will start recording the video. One touch backtrack and off trail notifications. It's preloaded with over 100,000 four-wheel drive ATV, motorcycle and snowmobile trails. It also, you know, you can use the mobile companion app for searching if you're and saving to your favorites. If you're not using the Magellan, you don't have it with you, you want to save a trail, you can use your mobile companion app, download it for your iPhone or Android. Then you can save that location. Then when you get onto this online, it will download all your saved locations. You can go right to them and start navigating the trails. Of course, you can also log on to the TRX Trailhead map database, and you can plan and share the maps that to everybody, to all the friends and everybody across the nation that has one of these TRX. This thing does track recording, so when you get on the trail, if it's a new trail and you don't have a track recorded, or there is not one, you can actually click on this. You can record the track, save it, upload it to the TRX Trailhead, or just save it on your device itself. The next time you go there, you'll have that track saved. This thing also, if you go off the trail, it will automatically alert you, let you know to get back on the trail, and will take you back to the trail. It also has backtrack, so if you're off the trail, you're off on a trail somewhere, you want to go back to where you started, you click on the backtrack and it'll take you right back to where you started. So let's go ahead and get this box opened up to see what's inside. And as you can see here, I've not opened it. Now, just for purposes so you'll understand that I did not pay a dime for this, but Magellan is not paying me a dime to do these videos. They sent me this for review, and as soon as it's available, I will get this up on my Amazon so you can click on it and buy this. Otherwise, I'll post a link to Magellan's website. So inside the box, we have the TRX7 itself right here. And then in here we have the mounting. This would be the motorcycle mount, mount on the handlebar. So this will fit the 7/8 and an 1 1/8 handlebars. It has both options, both U-bolts to mount them on both different bikes. They're both different handlebars. And here we have the suction cup, and this suction cup, trust me, is extremely good. This is the same one that was on my TRX7 with the ram mount, and this thing will hold this unit to your windshield solid. And we have of course, a lighter plug, 12 volt to 5 volt output USB, and then we have the 110 to 5 volt DC, which you take this unit here, snap it onto it, and you can have your 110 charging. This is the other part of the mount. So this mount here is a little different than the, I know I can just tell by looking that it is different than the TRX7. It's like a bigger unit. I don't know if it's compatible or not. We'll just have to check that. To charge the unit with, we have the USB to micro USB cable. Then we have the screw pack to bolt on the mount. And then we have the quick start guide for it. Now I don't know anything about this unit yet. I'm going to check and see how much it is similar to the Magellan TRX, because this is the CS Pro, the new version, and we'll see if it's the same. I'm sure a lot of it's going to be about the same. Okay, so on the unit itself, we have pretty much just a power button here. It's not a lot of buttons like there was on the TRX7. And then on the back side here, we have the camera and the LED light. Down here we have the contact pad for the mount that we clip on there, and it makes all these with the gold contacts here. Then on this side here, we have the micro SD card, and this will accept up to a 128 gigabyte micro SD card. So what this thing has, internal memory, it has 16 gigabyte, and it's expandable when you put in 128, so you can actually have 128 gigabyte. On the bottom side right here, it has the micro USB, so you can plug it in and charge it. But of course, when you put this base on here and you plug in the USB, it will be charging through this base, and you wouldn't actually have to even use this. For now, we'll go ahead and plug this in and get it charging. And when we plug it in, it automatically powers up just like it would in your vehicle. When you turn the key on, your accessory outlet powers the unit and makes it come on. Skip this for now. Go in here, we're going to go into the settings. Then we go to Wi-Fi. It's going to scan the Wi-Fi, see if it finds a network, which will go into Woodzman guest. I want to connect to that one. Let me put my password in here. Alright, my password is in. Click this little check mark right here. We should be logging in. And we are connected right there, it says. Now we can go back out of here. Okay, so when we're on this screen, we need to go to account profile. And we don't need to create an account. If you don't have an account, just make you up a username, email, put your password in. But I want to just go to sign in because I do have an account. One thing that's cool to note is this is like a full keyboard here. It's kind of like your phone would have, so you touch this right here, you can change from the numbers to the letters. It does have a space bar here, just like a real keyboard does. So I need to put in my password, and then I'll click the green arrow right there to log in. Okay, now click the green arrow, it should log in. Click sign in. So once this connects here, I should be logged in, and it should have all of my info, my saved tracks and everything on my Magellan account online. Okay. We're logged in now. Now it's synchronizing, setting all my stuff up the same. You can see it shows Woodzman Adventures, Exeter, and all of my info. Sign in successful. Click OK. When you get to here, you can actually click on this. You can see your vehicles. Mine has, I call it the Beast, the 2020 Jeep Gladiator, and the Honda CRF 250L, which is not the right picture. It shows my old Jeep Wrangler that I had. You can click edit right here, and you can change your pictures. You can add different vehicles. You can delete the vehicles. So really cool there. We'll go back into here. First thing you'd want to do is check and see if there is any updates. So obviously there is no updates. Click OK. Now when we get into this point here, this is where you can click and see the trails. This you can click on your map right off the bat, and we can zoom out on the map. Now the problem is here in the house I'm not going to have a GPS signal. If we click on the camera here, which I never had before, so you want to access the files and device, yes, click OK. Allow to record audio. Yeah, we can make phone calls. Okay, and now it shows, of course, the wood on the table down here. We can scroll up here, we can see my soldering station. Now this is the part where the display shows when you're video recording here. You can go to 720p or 480p, but if you click on this right here, it will show different gauges on the screen. So it shows the miles per hour, shows the different gauges on the screen, the peak speed, elevation, and we can click on this again, see what B is. As I said, I've not used this, so not familiar with it. That just shows just the speedometer. Go back on that one, I kind of like that. Go back out of here. There's a map. You can see Table Rock Lake down here, not too far away. Go back out of here. But it does not have the GPS signal inside here, so I can't show you that right now. Click on this off-road trails. It's going to show a lot of trails. These are 714 miles away, of course. You want to click on something closer. You can do a search and find things that are closer to your area, but right now I have no GPS connection. So we'll go back out of here. OHV trails, same way. It's going to show you all the OHV trails. Okay, also in here we have the folders for pictures. If we have any pictures or any videos on here, we need to click allow. We can click on the camera, of course, from that screen. This is where we can do a search for different trails around this area. And we can click on here, and it shows you some of the trails that I've done. This is a couple of the trails that I've made and uploaded. Back out of here. So it shows you here that I have, I don't know why it just shows 22.4 dirt miles. There's 2 tracks and 14 achievements that I've done. So hopefully with this new one I can go jeeping a lot more. And I want to mount this on my CRF 250L. It is an awful big screen, but I think for the dual sport it would still work. I do love this 7-inch screen. It's 7-inch diagonal. Okay, so while this is charging, I'm going to go ahead and put my mount together. Show you how this goes. So we'll go ahead and take this part off here. It mounts right here on your suction cup with a couple of screws. And this suction cup is a really good one. You pull that, you see how deep dish that gets. That means it creates a lot of suction, so it actually holds on the windshield extremely well. And we take this unit, mount it right here. Okay, now once you have that mounted, you can put this on, put your suction cup mount on, like so, or you can use the handlebar mount. I'll go ahead and mount this on the motorcycle, and then it'd be ready whenever I want to switch from the Jeep Gladiator to the motorcycle. For now, we'll go ahead and put this one on, like so. Now we're ready to mount it. Okay, so super easy to clip this on. It just has 2 like hooks on the bottom of this mount. We set them in first into the little notches, and it just clicks back when you want to release it. Push this button, comes right off. Clips down, locks in, and should be making contact on the back side. So now when I plug the USB in here, just like in a vehicle, it should actually fire up, and there it goes. Okay, I want to try this out because I believe it's a little different than the other one. This is, this is an Android operating system. It's basically like an Android tablet. So let's click out Open Android. When we click on Open Android, we have Google Search. And let's see what it does on Google Search. Let's type in Woodzman. And just see there, come up, you can see Woodzman 250L, Woodzman Adventures, Woodzman Amazon. So if we click on Woodzman Amazon, it should bring up my Amazon store. So you actually can use this. There's my Amazon store right there. You can actually use this for a tablet too. So how cool is that? That's really nice to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and go back out of here. Stop. Oh, okay, stop. I'm trying to figure this out because I have not used this version yet. Search. Now if we want to go here, we can click on all this stuff. We can close all these windows out too, actually. Close all these out like this. Click on this one. We'll go back in here. We can see this TRX over here. Click on TRX. It's going to bring us back in here. Click on our maps, and then we're back into our maps and ready to go. Somehow I got signal enough it's showing exactly my location, because there's Farm Road 2190 where I live. So let's zoom out and see what it does now. See, now it's actually showing the roads. So through the window of the building I must have got some signal, unless it's doing it through the Wi-Fi. And that's very possible. But you can see how cool that is. You can zoom up, zoom out. And one thing cool about this TRX7 is it shows all the roads. You can see these roads here are actually just roads up to people's houses, driveways. So when you're navigating or you're going down the road, you're looking for places to go, you know not to turn on ones that just run down to a little bit of a dead end. You want to go on down to a road like this one here, and you can zoom way out and you can see, okay, this road goes over here to 76 Highway, and that'd be the one I want to take. You go up to here like this to 76 Highway, and we'll go back out of here. Oop, click back on that. Click our gauges, and when you set it up to gauges, you can have 4 up or 2 up. With 4 up, you got miles per hour, your current altitude, your date and time, and your coordinates. Really cool to show your coordinates like that. If we click on 2 up, you got them bigger, but it's showing miles per hour and our current altitude. We go back here, go into settings, and you can change pretty much everything on this. You can change colors. You can click on map display here. You can do north up, which is what I like. Actually, I like track up, sorry. That way it's, when I'm going, it's following the track. I don't necessarily want north up. You can click on 3D view, and then when we go back out of here, the map will actually show, whoops, went too far. It will show a 3D view of where you're at. We'll just back out of here. Now you see the roads and the hills here. It's showing 3D view of the hills. And so that's kind of neat if you like it. I actually like the 2D view myself. You click on this here, you can click on the layers, 2D. And you can choose if you want to show trails, personal tracks, user published tracks like mine, or these are my personal tracks, user public tracks. If you click on these, it will add them or take them off of your display. So you're basically adding a layer to it. You can choose whether it shows waypoints, OHV areas, roads, contour lines, and of course the lock screen. Go back out there. If you're out somewhere you want to center on where you're at, you click on this, it will center you where you're at. Go back out of here. Click on this right here, and we can set up different types of waypoints. So wherever you're at, if you want to add in a waypoint, you can add a waypoint while you're driving, but you can't add all the details to the waypoint until you're actually stopped. So once you stop, then you can add a waypoint. Then when you stop, you can add all these details of water crossings. You can add all kinds of stuff to it. So in social networks here, you can actually add, share from TRX to your Facebook feed. So you can log into your Facebook. I believe you can add Facebook and Twitter. I'm not sure exactly what all, but you can add it, and then you can share what you're doing to Facebook and Twitter and I believe Instagram. There's my achievements. If you click on that, it shows my achievements. Arkansas, Missouri, and places I've been. Map display. You click on that. That's where I already showed you. You can do the north up zoom button. You can add your zoom button, and I want north up on there. That way, when I go back to my screen, I'm going to have the zoom button. Also going to have the north up. You can change this here, the shading and coloring. So you can save it. It's on color and shading. You can do just color or shading only or no coloring. Go back out of here. So I want 2D track up, but I want my buttons. Then we'll go back out of here, back to the map, and now it shows my north up button. So if I click on that, that's north. Click on product information, just tells you a little bit about the unit, the software date, what version of software you got, the serial number, map version, and everything, and the build date. Click on history. You can see where I backed up right there. So you want to make sure that when you go home, if you do anything, you back this up online, and save your tracks. It's really cool to be able to do that. You don't actually have to, but you can do that. If we click on map, it shows our coordinates and the point on the map. So that's pretty much the basic functions. When I get this mounted in the Jeep, when it's daylight, I'll go ahead and make a video and show you some more of it and how you can make tracks and stuff. But so far they've made some vast improvements. Hopefully I'll get to try it out real soon. Christmas is just around the corner in a couple days, so hopefully I'll be able to get the second video up pretty soon, showing how to make a track with this on a back road or off-road trail somewhere. I'll put a link in the description below to Magellan TRX, where you can look at this on the website and see all the specs for it. Click the thumbs up on the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Right on.